On the other hand, Sandra Belver and Noemi Aguilar had to fight a bit longer to reach the semifinals. Pair number 6 of the event, facing the lucky losers, Narina Sarkisyan and Anna Guaryanova from Armenia. A quick win, 6-0, 6-0. Then a win over Yemes and Lutkis, a pair from the Netherlands, in 2 sets as well, 6-1 and 6-3. And then facing Rodriguez and Del Pozzo, the pair number 4, in 3 sets, a long battle, 4-6, 6-2 and 6-2, to now have the chance to do the same over Araceli Martinez and Carolina Orsi, the Italian and the Spanish, the number 1s. Players back to the benches, Carolina Orsi, Araceli Martinez, Noemi Aguilar, and of course Sandra Belver. Favorites here are Carolina Orsi and Araceli Martinez, just by the rankings, just by the way they're playing the whole week. A lot of confidence, fighting for 80 points. Again, in this silver events, you get 80 points. If you make it to the finals, 45, and just by making it to the semifinals, you already get 25, which is a lot considering that these players are always fighting there to make it to the main draw in Premier Padel. That's why it's so important in that weeks, I would say, if you want to call it that way, without Premier Padel. You have the chance to go to these events and get some tasty ranking points. Martinez and Orsi, Noemi Aguilar, and Sandra Belver back to the court. It's going to be Araceli Martinez and the Italian Caro Orsi serving first. Here we go in Finland. The volley exchange. Carolina Orsi pushed back. A lot of power from Belver, blocked by Araceli Martinez, and she's not going to stop that backhand volley from Noemi Aguilar. First point of the semifinals belongs to Sandra Belver and Noemi Aguilar. Only 19 years of age for Noemi Aguilar. Bright future. Orsi playing the bajada de pared, defending in the corner. Beautiful forehand volley from Caro Orsi, opening up the space for Ana Martinez to finish. It's 50-0. Martinez always so consistent. That's what she does, and that's why she needs a lefty next to her. Ara Martinez is not going to be super aggressive, but she has all the power from the lefty, Carolina Orsi, to do the job, to go for the smash. It's a very jumpy court, by the way. Cold temperature outside here in Finland. It's been snowing the whole week, raining, but once you go inside the club here in the ESC paddle, temperature is ideal, and the glasses are so jumpy, so the moment you go for the smash, the court reacts in a very positive way. Speaking of smashes, that's a mistake from Araceli Martinez. Back there you can see the studio from the Finnish TV. You have no idea how much they love the sport here. At the same time, once we play this FIP Silver, there's a Promises event as well. Same club, same venue. It goes up from Orsi. Oh, that's a dagger from Sandra Belver. What a bullet. Buena, Sandra. An amazing match yesterday. Losing the first set 6-4, but then coming back with a double 6-2. Versus Nuria Rodriguez and Giulia Dal Pozzo. Another Italian like Giulia Dal Pozzo, very young, also a lefty like Caro Orsi. Could be the future of the Italian paddle, and Nuria Rodriguez. Also connected to Carolina Orsi, being her former teammate. That's a smash from Noemi Aguilar. And we have a break point. It was a 40-15, and now it's a break point for Aguilar and Belver. Thank you so much for joining us in the FIP YouTube channel. Remember that we have Tolito Aguirre and Alex Arroyo up next. And then semifinals over the Swedish Albin Olsson and the Danish. What a run, by the way, between these two. The Danish Seber. That goes out. Good call by Araceli Martinez. She was like, no, 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 don't you touch it. Let it go, Caro Orsi. Second advantage. Plays time for Orsi Martinez. Good volley. Even better defense from Noemi Aguilar, and that's another long smash. Plays time from the Italian Carolina Orsi, making it fly. Another deuce. And that means it's a star point. Star point, break point. This is how the semifinals are kicking off. Good bajada de pared on the backhand from Carolina Orsi. Araceli Martinez on the push. The angle from Noemi Aguilar, and that's going to be a break, I think. Should be. What an angle by Noe Aguilar. Well, they're saying it was a first advantage, but I think it was a second one. Well, a confusion between the players, and now it's going to be a double break point. That's going to do it. What an angle by Noemi Aguilar. They had it once and they do it twice. Both points with the signature of Noemi Aguilar. Yesterday, playing some phenomenal paddle in that court number 2. Today already shining. What a ball. Look at the angle. Plays off the wall, hides the shot, and at the very end, boom. Cross court. And it's gone. Noemi Aguilar and Sandra Belver. And they do. Can they give us another surprise here in Finland? Back there you can see the match between Noa Canoas and Laia Rodriguez facing Melania Merino and Leti Manquillo, the second seeds and the third seeds on that court number 2 just next to this one. Also available in the YouTube channel of the International Paddle Federation. Orsi will get it. Orsi will get it. So for those asking about the new star point, which is something that we didn't see at the end in the previous game. Basically, it's something new for this new 2026 season. You saw it already in all the FIP events, and you saw it already in Premium Paddle as well. Basically, you have a deuce, then a first advantage, then a second use, second advantage, and if it happens to be a third use, that's going to be the moment where we find the star point. Whoever takes that point takes the game. Four players at the net. Orsi and the Chiquita. Orsi. Carolina Orsi, the Italian star. 30-all. So consistent, both of them. Yesterday in the semifinals, they were just not missing. So good. The volley exchange, and the net says no to Araceli Martinez. There's a great chance for Orsi Martinez to make it 30-40. But it's going to be a chance now for Noemi Aguilar and Sandra Belver to extend the lead, to make it 2-0. Flat smash in the middle from Noemi Aguilar. Really good stuff from Aguilar. The game's still off. Look at that, the way she is showing a bandeja at the end. The whip in the middle. Consistency is going to be the key today for Sandra Belver and Noemi Aguilar. They know that Carolina Orsi and Araceli Martinez, in the long run, they just don't miss. So you've got to make sure that you don't give Orsi and Martinez any free points. Beautiful. Beautiful anticipation from Araceli Martinez. Lob from Sandra Belver. She was a bit far. She was a bit far away from the net, Noemi Aguilar. Probably expecting a lob from Carolina Orsi in the moment. Orsi plays that Chiquita. She has to let the ball bounce. Opens up the space for the lefty to go and cut the middle with a forehand volley. Deadly from Orsi. For Noemi Aguilar to work with. Aguilar. Wow, what a start for Noemi Aguilar today. Another nice angle. It's not, trust me, it's not easy to play that kind of balls when you have Carolina Orsi in front of you. Such a huge reach from Orsi. Always ready. You gotta be thin, you gotta be precise, and Noemi Aguilar has fouled already 3 times with that shot. Thirty-all. Once again, pressure from Noemi Aguilar and Sandra Belver. With Araceli Martinez with a nice ball. Off the wall, soft and down the middle. To stop it and to have a chance to score a game in this semifinal. You want to get rid of a 0. Araceli. Orsi. Good block by Noemi Aguilar. Belver. Orsi. It's a defense is not giving anything to the Italian. Nice little touch from Araceli Martinez. Smash from Orsi, 1 and now 2. And another block from Noemi Aguilar. This time it's going to go long. And that's a game for Araceli Martinez and Carolina Orsi. 2-1 for Velvet Aguilar. First set. Back to the benches. It's already 2-1 for Noemi Aguilar and Sandra Belver, including a break over the first seeds of the event. Araceli Martinez and Carolina Orsi, the week before the Gijón P2, which is going to be the second event in Premier Padel. Just after the one in Riyadh. That was a P1. Now we have a P2. Araceli Martinez. Araceli Martinez always waiting for that smash. So we have Gijón in Premier Padel. Then we have Cancun. We go to the beautiful Latin America before jumping to Miami. That's in Premier Padel. What a touch by Araceli Martinez. Everything was going so fast, and then she has the time to think, to wait for the bounce off the wall, to play that beautiful chiquita, forcing a mistake from Sandra Belver and making it love 30. Regarding the FIP tour, the Cupra FIP tour. Next week we have the FIP Gold Ponta Delgada, the big tournament. In the FIP you have the silver tournaments, which are basically like an intermediate category. The gold tournaments are giving more points than the silver, and the platinum tournaments are giving more points than the gold tournaments. Then the last category will be the bronze event. By the way, we have a FIP bronze in Burriana, close to Valencia, next week as well. 2 break points for Orsi and Martinez. First one saved. Second break point for Martinez Orsi. Orsi plays a contra pared that goes out. And the break points are gone. For those joining now, keep in mind that after this match we have Torito Aguirre and Alex Arroyo facing Olson and Sever. The one and only Torito Aguirre, the magic man. Oh, Orsi. I got it. Was a good idea to cut the middle. A bit late in that touch, and that's why she found the net. Advantage for Belver Aguilar. Oi, he almost over the net from Ara Martinez. But it's a 3-1 for Belver Aguilar. Big save. It was a 15-40, and they saved it. When you're facing the best teams of one event, it doesn't really matter the level. It doesn't matter if it's a FIP event, if it's Premier Padel, if it's a tournament you play in your club. If you're facing the higher seeded team, You got to make sure that whenever you have these situations, you survive. And that's exactly what now Noemí Aguilar and Sandra Belver are doing. Sí, Caro Orsi. Incredible bajada de pared from Caro Orsi. Too much. Long after the bajada de pared, she goes long on that backhand volley. Nice. Very nice. Well done by Araceli Martinez. Opening up the racket, placing it in that corner. Nice week here in Finland. Enjoying the FIP Silver ESC Padel. See, going up and down. Araceli Martinez in the effort. Little touch. Putting it to sleep from Araceli Martinez. And it's a 40-15. To the net goes Noemí Aguilar. Couple holds here, nothing happened. We're going to go back to the benches with a 3-2 for Noemí Aguilar and Sandra Belver. Back to the court, Sandra Belver and Noemí Aguilar leading by 3-2 with a break included. Facing the higher-seeded team, the number ones, Carolina Orsi and Araceli Martinez. And we were mentioning the club ESC Padel. Great content this week on our socials. Make sure that you go there, ESC Padel, Instagram, and you can get all the pictures, videos, and the crazy stuff from the content team here in Finland. As we speak already, a mistake from Carolina Orsi, unusual from the Italian. Ara Martinez fixing the mistake. Good effort by Noemí Aguilar in defense. That's going to go out. Good patience now from Carolina Orsi. Punishing Belver, going 1, 2, 3 times in a row. Putting Belver under huge pressure. Belver. That is no bueno. And once again, 2 break points for Carolina Orsi and Araceli Martinez. Can they do it now? Can they do it now? In the previous game, we saw how Belver and Noemí Aguilar survived. Second mistake of the return from Carolina Orsi to miss the first break point. Orsi and Martinez at the net. Orsi will go for the smash. Orsi will go for the smash. Belver. Almost a por tres. And Noemi Aguilar catching Carolina Orsi on the way to save the second break point. I mean, you got to give it to Caro Orsi. She has such a big weapon. With that overhead, she has to go for it. Belver was ready, almost dunking it. Almost getting a por tres. Noemi, flat smash down the line. Araceli Martinez doesn't touch it. Noemi Aguilar on fire today. So far, the MVP. Nice chiquita from Araceli Martinez. Nice chiquita from Araceli Martinez. From the beginning, winning the net with only one shot. Well played. Nice. The answer from Aguilar was even better. Sandra. Second advantage now for Martinez and Orsi. Third break point in this game. Martinez, Araceli Martinez, she's finding an answer, playing the good lob over Sandra Belver, and Belver, after missing a couple bandejas, is feeling no confidence at all. Places the ball to that forehand from Araceli Martinez, and Martinez doesn't miss. 3 apiece in the semifinals. The break is gone. What an answer from our number ones, Carolina Orsi and Araceli Martinez. Boom. Take that, says Caro Orsi. Stop me if you can. Orsi is probably the one from that team giving Sandra Belver and Aguilar the 3 points, the mistakes. And it's Belver on the other team doing the same. Martinez and Noemi Aguilar being more consistent, even if now we see a mistake on that return from Noemi Aguilar. Araceli Martinez. Magic. Look at this. Nice camera angle. Look at the placement from Araceli Martinez and the reaction from the fans here. Sold out. Beautiful to see how the sport is growing, how they like it here, how they love the sport in Finland. Orsi with a jumping smash. Noemi Aguilar, the shot maker today. Unlucky for Orsi and Araceli Martinez. Lucky for Noemi Aguilar and Sandra Belver. The net touch. We've seen so many juices. Such a tight match. For the defense by Orsi. Araceli Martinez finding the sidewall, giving Aguilar a second chance. Araceli Martinez says, I didn't win the point in the first smash. I'm gonna go with a second one. Advantage for Orsi Martinez. Too greedy from Orsi. Usually in Padel, the majority of the points and of the shots are going down the middle. Here we saw one angle down the line from Caro Orsi, and in the next one she tries to play a chiquita towards Noe Aguilar. Good looking shot, but it didn't make it over the net this time from the Italian. Ara Martinez. Beautiful rulo. What a match from Ara Martinez. What a match. Second advantage. Noemí Aguilar taking a look at that court number 2. No, acá no va Celaya Rodríguez facing Merino and Leti Manquillo. In a day where the winner will have to play 2 matches. Semis and finals. That's why it's also very important to win it as fast as you can. You need all the energy, all your legs for the finals. It's a star point here. Pégale, Cesara. And Orsi obeys. Pégale, meaning go for it. Hit it hard. Big moment of the match for Orsi and Araceli Martinez, taking the lead, making it 4-3. So the number ones are here. We were talking about the physical point and about how important it is to be at your best, because today, if you win the semifinals, you have to play the finals later on today. And now we see how Araceli Martinez is getting that medical treatment. Apparently something doesn't really feel nice or 100% for Ara Martinez. That's why we're waiting for the backhand player. Honestly, she was moving crazy good, getting winners from any part of the court. We'll see what happens here with the magician Araceli Martinez. Just as an update on that court number 2, if you don't want any spoiler, you're going to have now 5 seconds. In that match between Noah Cánovas and Laia Rodriguez facing Merino and Leti Manquillo, the winner of the first set are Noah Cánovas and Laia Rodriguez, 6-3. Match available as well in our official FIP YouTube channel. Ara Martinez is back with a 4-3 lead for the number 1s. Ara Martinez and Caro Orsi. Was a 3-1 lead for Sandra Belver and Noe Aguilar. Now 3 games in a row from the Italian and the Spanish. We'll see what happens now. Important game. A break for Orsi Martinez would give the number 1s a chance to be serving for the set. And that's the way you want to start. Carolina Orsi winning the net. Carolina Orsi winning the net. That's going to be out from Noemi Aguilar. So intimidating, Carolina Orsi. The moment she starts pushing, leaving the corner, winning the net, she's deadly. And now, that is bad news for Sandra Belver and Noe Aguilar. Low 40. 3 break points to make it 5-3 to be serving for the set. Belver in the bullet. When 78 for Carolina Orsi. Big player. Here she goes again. Same play, and it works. And it works. Same strategy. Carolina Orsi walking, connecting 2 or 3 volleys in a row. All the power from the Italian Carolina Orsi, from the 3-1 to this 5-3. 4 games in a row, now serving for the set. Araceli Martinez and Carolina Orsi in the semifinals of this FIP Silver ESC Padel. The winner of the tournament will get 80 points for the FIP rankings. And now the one hitting it hard, it's Araceli Martinez. We're following Araceli Martinez as well, the way she moves, the way she walks after getting the medical attention. Araceli Martinez again. Same shot. It's not really a kick smash. She goes flat. So fast you gotta react. Gives you no time at all. 30-15, only 2 points away from the set. And we have 2 set points for Araceli Martinez and Carolina Orsi. 2 set points for our number 1s. After being 3-1 down, be a great comeback. Caro Orsi, Caro Orsi, Caro Orsi, see. 6-3 for Carolina Orsi and Araceli Martinez. First set, done.
There is a fable that says that everyone is strongly linked to their soulmate through an invisible red thread. A bond that always ends up bringing the two sides of the threads together. They say that the red thread is invisible, but sometimes it's just in front of you.
New Cupra Leon. New Cupra Formentor. New Cupra Terramar. Cupra Performance Plug-in Hybrid Range.
Before the match, everything stops.
The heart wakes up, ready to roar. The lights of the court are calling to us.
It doesn't matter who is on the other side.
Out there, we are free.
And we are unstoppable. We are ready.
Back from the center court, we're waiting for Araceli Martinez to be back. She was getting some medical attention before. And apparently she's not really feeling okay. Not great news for Araceli Martinez. And for Carolina Orsi, she was playing some phenomenal paddle. See how she moves. You're thinking a lot of things now. You're thinking about this match in the semifinals, about the potential final that you have to play in a couple hours, in the Premier Paddle event that you have in a couple days. Risky for Araceli Martinez. That could be an open door for Sandra Belver and Noemi Aguilar. Probably they're going to target the injured Araceli Martinez, which is something they're not doing now. Some hesitation there. I think it was in, but they're going to repeat the point just in case. That was out. That was out. It doesn't look like Araceli Martinez is not moving. Not running forward here, but look at Carolina Orsi. Look at Carolina Orsi dunking it por cuatro. What a run by the lefty. She's going to have to do it today. If Araceli Martinez is not able to sprint, she's going to have to run. Once again, Carolina Orsi showing all her power. If Ada Martinez was the one pushing the team in the first set, what a start in the second one by Orsi. The best Italian player. She's most likely going to be in the World Championships at the end of the season, representing Italy. Two break points. Can they score now? Martinez and Orsi. Martinez playing the angles, moving the ball, and she misses the final touch. La última, she says the last one, and she's absolutely right. Played a cross-court angle, moving Valverde to that area close to the fence, and she does the same, moving Noemi to the other side. There was a big window, a big gap between Sandra Valverde and Noé Aguilar, but she missed the final touch. What a save by Carolina Orsi, but the finish from Noemi Aguilar was sensational. What a save in that corner from Carolina Orsi. Usually you never talk about Caro Orsi as one of the greatest defenders. She's always shining at the net with the overheads, all the smashes, all the power. She's been working. She's been training hard to become a monster in defense as well. Faking it, fakey from Carolina Orsi in the smash. And another break point. You can clearly see how Araceli Martinez is leaving Caro Orsi a lot of space. Orsi doing all the effort. Orsi in the middle. Orsi jumping smash. But Noemi Aguilar always answers. What an answer by Noemi Aguilar. Carolina Orsi was jumping, getting a smash, getting a volley, but always Noemi Aguilar was there. That is long from Araceli Martinez, clearly not moving well. It's going to be tough. It's going to be hard for Araceli Martinez and Caro Orsi not only to play the entire match like this, but also the finals. I do expect Valverde and Noemi Aguilar to give the ball to Araceli Martinez all the time now. That's what you got to do. That's what you got to do. To the net goes Noemi Aguilar. A painful mistake to give us another start point. Break point number 4 in this game. Who's going to take it? It's going to be Caro Orsi. So basically in the start point, whoever is receiving chooses which player is going to take the serve, the return. Valverde, Araceli, Noemi and Araceli again. Orsi and Martinez winning the net, and the soft touch by Araceli Martinez will find the net. Big save by Noemi Aguilar and Sandra Valverde. Big save. 4 break points gone. on the back once again. You see the match between Noa Cánovas, Laia Rodríguez, Melania Merino, and Leticia Manquillo. 6-3 the first set for Noa Cánovas and Laia Rodríguez, and now 3-0. 3 games to love in the second set. What a performance by Noa Cánovas and Laia Rodríguez, losing in the first round last week in Dubai in another FIP silver. But it's a different story today. It's completely different. Ada Martinez trying, fighting, getting a touch. Orsi blocks the angle from Noemí Aguilar, and Belver will go for another power shot. The story's changing. We'll see how the match goes, but it doesn't look great for Araceli Martinez. She doesn't have the legs, the energy to go up and down all the time. Oy! Oh, Yara! Oh, Yara! That was in by an inch, but it was in. It's a 15-0. Ada Martinez, I'm telling you, she's missing too much because she needs more legs to get under the ball to play that rulo. And the moment you cannot move, you're gonna find these little poor touches. Another one going out. 15-40. It's a double break point for Sandra Belver and Noemí Aguilar. And of course, they're going to give the ball to Araceli Martinez as much as you can. Look at how far away Orsi has to go. And there's plenty of space there. There's plenty of space. Caro Orsi cutting the middle, trying to help Araceli Martinez, injured. And the moment you go there, there's going to be a big gap between the fence and your position. Tough. Tenemos que intentar ganar un juego. We gotta try to score a game, at least to say something to them. She's not gonna run forward, that's a problem. The moment you hit a smash, Araceli Martinez is not gonna have the reaction to go forward. Not looking great here. Not looking great for Araceli Martinez and Caro Orsi. You hate to see it based on the level that Araceli Martinez was showing in the first set. I wouldn't be surprised if we see a goodbye from Araceli Martinez and Caro Orsi. You gotta play now, you gotta play in the afternoon. You're getting ready for the Premier Padel Gijón P2. I don't know. It's not looking great for Araceli Martinez physically here. That's nice. All the class. When she has the ball close to her hand, she's going to play the angle. And Noemí Aguilar with Sandra Belver, of course, are playing drop shots and all kind of shots towards Araceli Martinez. You got to take advantage. That's a poor mistake. You know that Araceli Martinez is not running back. You try to play chiquita towards Carolina Orsi. Poor decision, mistake. Sandra Noemi Aguilar. And what a reaction by Araceli Martinez. She was lucky because she was there. Instead of staying back, she was there, so the moment you hit the smash, it's going to be easy for Araceli Martinez to pick it up. So as an advice, even if you have an easy ball for a smash, but your opponent is already waiting there, unless you're sure you're going to make it fly over, then just don't go for it. That's all the space in the ground that Caro Orsi has to cover today. That's all the space in the ground that she has to cover today. It's not going to be easy. It's going to be a huge effort. In that goal number 2, it's already 5-0 for Noah Cano and Laia Rodriguez. Could be over soon. Classy touch from Noemi Aguilar in the middle, making it die. 3-love for Sandra Belver and Noemi Aguilar. We gotta follow Araceli Martinez and Caro Orsi, because that injury from Ara Martinez is not looking so good. So far, so good for Noemi Aguilar and Sandra Belver in the second set, even after losing the first one 6-3 to Carolina Orsi and Araceli Martinez. But, there's an injury. There's something happening with Araceli Martinez, clearly not moving well, but it's enough to play like this. She's going to have a class. She has beautiful hands. But the moment she has to run and do the effort and the transitions, she's suffering. And that is why Carolina Orsi has to help. Orsi. It's a 2v1 at some point. So far away from her square, from that right side. That's a problem with Araceli Martinez. She cannot jump. That is a problem. Orsi not getting the por tres. Noemi Aguilar, and the answer, that's Sandra Belver. Araceli running a bit more now, Martinez. And it's long from Noemi Aguilar. This could be some air, some fresh air for Carolina Orsi and Araceli Martinez. It's going to be very important for Araceli Martinez and Caro Orsi to get rid of the 0 in the scoreboard. 3-1 for Belver, Noemí Aguilar. First serve again. Beautiful touch. Orsi was expecting the smash. Valverde had a different idea. In that court number 1, the match is over. A win for Noa Canovas and Laia Rodriguez. So we have our first team making it to the finals here in Finland. Noa Canovas and Laia Rodriguez. Are they going to face Belver and Aguilar? Or we can have the dream final here in Finland. The number 1s and the number 2s. Martinez, Orsi, Canovas, and Rodriguez. Only the beginning of a long journey today. Semi-finals and finals in Finland. In the ESC Padel Club. Sí. Noemi. Is it enough? Yes, it is. 4-1 for Sandra Belver and Noemí Aguilar. But it really looks like Araceli Martinez is improving in that movement. Getting better with the injury. Eyes on Araceli Martinez. All the cameras pointing at the backhand player from Spain. Suffering in the match, letting Carolina Orsi go for everything. That was maybe too much from Orsi. Ara Martinez, you don't have to move. When you're good, you're good. When you have talent, it's easier. And again, the jumping smash from Carolina Orsi. She has a friend in that fence, Noemí Aguilar. She has a friend. Has to be around the 4th or 5th time that we see Noemí Aguilar finding a winner towards the fence, pushing Orsi in defense. That is a problem when Araceli has to say this is over. It's going to be a goodbye. And a win for Sandra Belver and Noemí Aguilar. Araceli Martinez in big pain. The big hug between Noemi Aguilar and Araceli Martinez. This is not the way we wanted the semifinals to end. Painful to see. All the best for Araceli Martinez. But you gotta think that you have to play the entire match now. You gotta think that you have to play the final. An important tournament next week, and of course it's very sad to see. Wishing all the best to Araceli Martinez, but that's a win for Noemi Aguilar and for Sandra Belver facing Noah Canoas and Laia Rodriguez in the finals. I'm gonna leave you now. We'll go for the interview with our winners. So stay here. We have more paddle.
Naisten ensimmäinen välierä. Kello 15 jatketaan sitten miesten välierillä, eli noin 40 minuuttia, niin saadaan sitten miehetkin kehiin. Nyt on hyvä aika ostaa vähän ruokaa, juomaa ja valmistautua sitten miesten välieriin.
Well, Finland, we have our first winners, first team into the finals. It's never good to win this way, but first, a big applause for our winners, Noemi Aguilar and Sandra Belver. And also, I want a big applause for Carolina Orsi, and especially for Araceli Martinez. All the best. Sandra, it's never good to win this way. It's kind of sad in a way, but still, you're going to play the finals. I want to know your thoughts, your feelings now that you're in Finland, till the very last day, and you're going to fight for a championship.
Sí, bueno, primero de todo, desearle una brutal recuperación a Araceli. Tanto ella como sí que han hecho un gran esfuerzo por intentar mantener este partido, así que lo primero de todo, que se mejore, que creo que es lo más importante. Y bueno, nosotras pues, al final estamos contentas, nunca se gana el ganar así, pero sí que es verdad que ayer ganamos un duro partido también contra unas grandes rivales, hoy más o menos también, aunque el partido es un poco raro, nos hemos quedado también bastante bien y nada, ahora vamos a por la final, aquí el final nos están tratando de ir.
So she was saying the first call, she wants to send all the best wishes to Araceli Martinez, a good recovery, and also Carolina Orsi. Yesterday they won an amazing match, also in the quarterfinals, fighting hard against a very strong team. And today, until that injury from Araceli Martinez, they were playing good paddle, they were very happy, and now they have the final with a big chance to claim the championship. A special mention to Finland as well. Very good treatment. They love you here, the players, and that's because of you guys and those watching from home. Te voy a traer aquí a mi lado, cambiamos de lugar, which way sides. Noé, lo mismo que decía
all the best to win this way, but still, you're going to make it to the finals. Once again, it's very important for you, the ranking points, everything.
But I want to ask you about Finland, because Sandra said it's very special to play here. How do you feel in Finland?
Bueno, lo primero de todo, lo mismo que ha dicho Sandra, mandarle una recuperación pronta a Araceli, porque aparte de ser jugadora, luego nos llevamos muy bien fuera de pista y la verdad que sabe bastante mal ganar así que nada, lo primero de todo que se recupere y darle la enhorabuena por el torneo que estaban haciendo, que estaban jugando bastante bien. Y nada, la verdad que creo que es la tercera o cuarta vez que vengo a Finlandia, siempre me han acogido súper bien. Darle las gracias a Mikko porque está haciendo un torneo espectacular y lo conozco porque he venido ya varias veces aquí. Y nada, la gente, el ambiente y todo es espectacular, así que nada, un placer venir aquí a Finlandia muchas veces.
She was mentioning as well the injury from Araceli Martinez, wishing her all the best because they're not only rivals but also good friends outside the court. Mikko, I don't know where you are, but she was also thanking you. It's my third or fourth time that I come to Finland, was saying Noemi, and it's always very nice to be here. Noemi Aguilar, Sandra Belver to the finals of this FIP Silver in Finland. Get ready for some more action. We have more paddle. Thank you, Finland.
'There is a fable that says that everyone is strongly linked to their soulmate through an invisible red thread. A bond that always ends up bringing the two sides of the threads together. They say that the red thread is invisible, but sometimes it's just in front of you.
New Cupra Leon. New Cupra Formentor. New Cupra Terramar. Cupra Performance plug-in hybrid range.
Before the match, everything stops.
The heart wakes up, ready to roar. The lights of the court are calling to us.
It doesn't matter who is on the other side.
Out there, we are free.
And we are unstoppable. We are ready.
Huomio, autot rekisterinumeroilla JMI 588 ja ZPP 273. Omistajat, tulisitteko ystävällisesti alas? Autot täytyy siirtää. Kiitos. JMI 588 ja ZPP 273. Kiitos. Eli otetaan uudestaan vielä kuulutus. Auton omistajat JMI 588 ja ZPP 273. Tulisitteko vaikka tuohon respaan, autot täytyy siirtää. Eli JMI 588 ja ZPP 273. Kiitos.
There is a fable that says that everyone is strongly linked to their soulmate through an invisible red thread. A bond that always ends up bringing the two sides of the threads together. They say that the red thread is invisible, but sometimes it's just in front of you.
New Cupra Leon. New Cupra Formentor. New Cupra Terramar. Cupra Performance plug-in hybrid range.
Before the match, everything stops.
The heart wakes up, ready to roar. The lights of the court are calling to us.
It doesn't matter who is on the other side.
Out there, we are free.
And we are unstoppable. We are ready.
There is a fable that says that everyone is strongly linked to their soulmate through an invisible red thread. A bond that always ends up bringing the two sides of the threads together. They say that the red thread is invisible, but sometimes it's just in front of you.
New Cupra Leon. New Cupra Formentor. New Cupra Terramar. Cupra Performance plug-in hybrid range.
Before the match, everything stops.
The heart wakes up, ready to roar. The lights of the court are calling to us.
It doesn't matter who is on the other side.
Out there, we are free.
And we are unstoppable. We are ready.
There is a fable that says that everyone is strongly linked to their soulmate through an invisible red thread. A bond that always ends up bringing the two sides of the threads together. They say that the red thread is invisible, but sometimes it's just in front of you.
New Cupra Leon. New Cupra Formentor. New Cupra Terramar. Cupra Performance plug-in hybrid range.
Minutes before the match, everything stops.
The heart wakes up, ready to roar. The lights of the court are calling to us.
It doesn't matter who is on the other side.
Out there, we are free.
And we are unstoppable. We are ready.
There is a fable that says that everyone is strongly linked to their soulmate through an invisible red thread. A bond that always ends up bringing the two sides of the threads together. They say that the red thread is invisible, but sometimes it's just in front of you.
New Cupra Leon. New Cupra Formentor. New Cupra Terramar. Cupra Performance plug-in hybrid range.
Minutes before the match, everything stops.
The heart wakes up, ready to roar. The lights of the court are calling to us.
It doesn't matter who is on the other side.
Out there, we are free.
And we are unstoppable. We are ready.
There is a fable that says that everyone is strongly linked to their soulmate through an invisible red thread. A bond that always ends up bringing the two sides of the threads together. They say that the red thread is invisible, but sometimes it's just in front of you.
New Cupra Leon. New Cupra Formentor. New Cupra Terramar. Cupra Performance plug-in hybrid range.
Before the match, everything stops.
The heart wakes up, ready to roar. The lights of the court are calling to us.
It doesn't matter who is on the other side.
Out there, we are free.
And we are unstoppable. We are ready.
Ja nyt me ollaan valmiita aloittamaan miesten välierät. Otetaan vähän käsiä yhteen, kun täältä aletaan ottaa pelaajia kentälle. Ollaanko me valmiita?
It's time for our second semi-final of the day, the first one on the men's side. They are the big surprise of the tournament and they want more. Playing on the right side with 24 years of age, coming from Sweden, please welcome Albin Olsson! And on the left side, 25 years of age, from Denmark, Oscar Sever! Finland, now it's time for some
magic. It's time for our number ones of the tournament. On the right side, the magician, the alien. Please welcome the one and only Tolito Aguirre! And our last player from Spain, a physical beast on the backhand corner. Please a big applause for Alex Arroyo. And we are back for the semifinals of this ESC FIP Silver in Finland, the beautiful country of Finland. Men's semifinal, Tolito Aguirre, Alex Arroyo, Oscar Sever, and Albin Olsson. 4 nationalities actually. Tolito Aguirre from Argentina, Alex Arroyo from Spain, Albin Olsson from Sweden, and Oscar Sever from Denmark. You love to see it. You just love to see it. What a run by Oscar Sever and Albin Olsson this week in Finland. Reaching the semifinals after beating Ugonek and Robert in the first round, 6-4 and 6-3. Doing the same against Sanz and Nunes. And then yesterday in the quarterfinals, beating another Swedish team, Axelsson and Slyer, to now have the chance to face Tolito Aguirre and Alex Arroyo. Tolito and Alex beating the Dutch players, Julian Prins and Joep de Kroon. Doing the same over the Chilean Javi Valdez and Renzo Núñez, but dropping a set. And then, yesterday in the quarterfinals, they got a win over the Premier Padel winner, Diego Garcia and Santi Pineda. Playing a tiebreak 7-6 and 6-4. This is going to be our first semi-final on the men's side. In that court number 2, we have the match between Paul Hernandez, Guille Collado after a win in Dubai. Fighting hard. And facing the team that beat the second seeds, Javi Barahona and Javi Garcia Mora. We're talking about La Camoire and Adrián Ronco from Argentina. 2 surprises, I would say, in this draw. Albin Olsson and Oscar Sever, and La Camoire Ronco on the men's side. We saw the semifinals on the women's side a few moments ago with a win from Noah Canovas and Laia Rodriguez, and with a win from Sandra Belver And from Noemi Aguilar after an injury from Araceli Martinez. All the best to Araceli Martinez. For those watching and asking, she felt something behind her right leg. She had to stop. It looks like she's going to be fine. The injury was on the calf, and you could see how Araceli couldn't run, she couldn't move properly. Even after winning the first set, they had to say goodbye, giving the ticket to the big final to Noemi Aguilar and Sandra Belver. But coming back to this match, we have a physical monster like Alex Arroyo and a magic man like Tolito Aguirre. It's a fast court, the one that we have here in Finland, in the ESC Padel Club. What a club, by the way. It's like minus 10 degrees outside in Finland. The moment you get into the court, the moment you join the club, it's so warm. Ideal temperature, jumpy glasses, you're gonna see a lot of smashes. You would think, okay, it's winter in Finland, the ball's gonna stay short all the time, it's not gonna fly. It's actually the opposite. And with players like Oscar Seber and Olsson, it's gonna be a huge advantage. And that's why they have a chance today. Clear favorites, Tolito Aguirre and Alex Arroyo. But you never know. In these conditions, you never know what can happen. Players back to the benches. Olsson, Seber, Alex Arroyo and Tolito Aguirre for a ticket in the big final. Hola Tolito, the magic man. Everyone loves Tolito Aguirre. Also an advantage for Tolito Aguirre and Alex Arroyo is that they are the only team that have a coach. We're live from the FIP YouTube channel for the week before the Gijon P2. It's insane, the energy, the atmosphere, the amount of people here in the ESC Padel Club. It's a FIP Silver, so it's obviously under Premier Padel, but still, the amount of people here, around 500. I've been told by the promoter and the organization that there's people outside the club waiting to get a spot, trying to go in. There's just no more space. Look at this, it's completely packed all around. And the courts also surrounding the center court. It's incredible. Everyone waiting to see Tolito Aguirre and Alex Arroyo. You know that whenever Tolito plays, and with all the respect for Albin Olsson, Seber, and even Alex Arroyo, but when Tolito plays, all the cameras, all the flashes are pointing at the alien, pointing at Tolito Aguirre. Or we're gonna see some magic from Tolo. If you want to follow the match on that court number 2, there's also the chance to do it in the official FIP YouTube channel. All the action from the FIP Silver. Next week there's a big tournament in the Cupra FIP Tour. The Gold in Ponta Delgada. And also the Gijon P2. A lot of action. Padel doesn't stop. Padel keeps pushing and pushing and pushing. Well, Alex, there we go. Players are back. Olsson serving. A big hug between the Danish and the Swedish. Tolito and Alex with a high five. Here we go. Tolito faking the smash. I see you, Tolo. Well played by Tolito Aguirre. In this case, you're gonna make sure that whenever you hit the smash, it's a good one, because with Albin Olsson and Oscar Seber in front of you, there's always the risk. More than 2 meters for Albin Olsson. 2.01 and 186 for Oscar Seber. Big players. But a save by Alex Arroyo. Alex to the net. I think he clip the fence with a racket. What you can see on the right side, that little corner is the court number 2. Lacamoire and Adrián Ronco facing Guille Collado and Paul Hernandez, probably the team of the moment. After winning the FIP silver in Dubai, no block here from Tolito Aguirre, the first winner. The first smash from Oscar Seber. Seber left it short. Arroyo with a pickup. Tolito on the way back. Blocked by the Swedish Albin Olsson. Juegue, Tolito, juegue. Good fake by Olsson. Tolito on the backhand. Tolito on the backhand. Juegue, Tolito, juegue. Juegue, Tolito. You gotta love this man. Tolito Aguirre winning the point on the backhand. 30-40 and a break point. The number ones of the event. The way Alex Arroyo was waiting with the racket up, the only chance he had was basically having Seber finding the racket accidentally. It's a deuce. Tolito! Sí. What a start by Tolito Aguirre. A lot of rebound there, maybe, from Olsson, giving Tolito the chance to go for the counter-attack. And another break point for Arroyo Aguirre. Seber. Arroyo dodging the bullet. What a bajada de pared. What a shot by Seber. It was a really good lob from Arroyo and Aguirre, forcing the Danish to go back in that corner. Risky shot, huge reward. Nice dying pace in that corner. Arroyo was expecting a second bounce. Sidewall and that back wall. Would have been better for the Valencian player to hit the ball after the first one. Advantage Olsson and Seber. Tolito once again on the back and plays the angle. Hi! We're gonna have fun today. We're gonna have fun today. Third use, and that means start point. Bink! Take that. Esa pa vos. Búscala. Big slap from Seber. Arroyo. Tolito. Olsson and Arroyo with a por tres. And Arroyo with a por tres. A break for Tolito Aguirre and Alex Arroyo. Back to the court with the action between Seber and Alex Olson facing Alex Arroyo and Tolito Aguirre. Look at the power from Alex Arroyo. Big slap. He's such a physical beast, Alex Arroyo. Such a beast. Ideal for a player like Tolito Aguirre. You know, the way Tolito moves the ball, plays the angles, sets up the point to perfection, but he needs the power and physicality on the backhand corner, and then that's exactly what Alex Arroyo can offer. And also the chance to be the whole week here in Finland, and the relationship between Alex Arroyo and Tolito Aguirre outside of court is really good. Learning something from Tolito, I guess. When you train with Tolito Aguirre every day, I guess you learn something. Beautiful drop shot from Alex Arroyo. Tolito, flat and down the line. Flat and down the line. That's money in the bank for Tolito Aguirre. 2-love. 2-0. Absolutely nothing working so far for Olson and Seber. Obviously, the ranking shows a big difference between these two pairs. And once you reach the semifinals, sometimes you pay a high price. Pressure, nerves. The chance to see yourself playing a final. Oh, Tolo. Point mistake. He was expecting the lob from Olson to go long. Por tres. Alex Arroyo puts it to sleep. Alex Arroyo puts it to sleep. Look at the way he leaves the court, and then instead of going for power, knowing that Olson was almost in the middle, plays a little touch to perfection. Arroyo's moving. Arroyo's running. Arroyo's playing some paddle. A nice touch now. That backhand volley targeting the fence from the Danish player, Oscar Seber. Not great news here for Olson Seber. 30-40 and another break point for Arroyo Aguirre. Semifinals are flying here. Arroyo, always Alex Arroyo. 3-0 for Alex and Tolito. First set in the semifinals here in Finland. Welcome back to the semifinals of these ESC. FIP silver in that core number 2, just as an update. One apiece between Guille Collado, Paul Hernandez, and Lacamoide Ronco. At 5 p.m. we'll kick off the women's final. and not before 7 p.m. local time, the men's final. Oi, 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 Alvin! What a shot by Alvin Olsson. The only way he could do it, the only way he could win the point. Playing a Tolito shot to Tolito. Well, for the first time we see a nice situation for the underdogs here. Olsson and Seber, love 30. And of course, as we always do, remember that our socials are open. You can go to our official FIP channel. I think that was wide from Alex Arroyo. 3 break points now. Tolo. Wilson, the big guy in the corner. Just out. I mean, you've got to be so thin, so precise to beat Tolito Aguirre in that cross-court duel. And for a big player like Alvin Olsson on the right side, it's unusual to see a player over 2 meters playing on the right side, but that's the case with Alvin Olsson. 24 years of age, getting a break here, good return, and of course he's going to be very dangerous at the net, but the moment he goes there in defense, that's when he suffers. We'll see what he can offer today against a player like Tolito Aguirre, completely different. Looks like the break was some kind of wake-up call for Tolito Aguirre and Alex Arroyo. They were leading 3 games to nothing to love. They get a break. Olsson and Seber coming back to the match, and in that moment, once again, Tolito Aguirre and Alex Arroyo putting all the pressure in the world to get 3 break points. Nice lob from Tolito Aguirre, but the smash from Seber is even better. Back home, money. That's a risk when you have 2 big players like Olsson and Seber in front of you. Your lob has to be better than perfect. Another break point for Tolito and Alex. For Aguirre and Arroyo. Aguirre picks it up. Arroyo on the right corner. Oh, good patience by Olsson and by Seber. Noticing the presence of Alex Arroyo on the right side, which is unusual for Alex. It does feel like whenever they have to switch positions, it's better for Tolito Aguirre. Feels better on the back end than Arroyo on the right side. Tolito, 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 Tolito. No touch. Well done by Olsson and Seber. Saving 3 break points. And I'm sure there's going to be a lot of people watching from Denmark, a lot of people watching from Sweden. And again, we didn't finish the sentence because we had 3 break points, but you go in @Padel FIP, you'll find some good posts there. Or you can send me the messages to @GonzaOvinia. Questions, doubts, plans for Saturday. What do you think about the match? What do you think about the rulo? From Oscar Seber to make it 3-2. Back-to-back games for Seber Olsson. There you are live in the match. A slow start for Olson and Seber, but now a reaction, 2 games in a row, including a break, and that's also going to show you that you can do it. You have the chance to get a break here, even if it's fast conditions, which makes it harder usually. Tolito Aguirre and Alex Arroyo sometimes are giving something to Seber Olson. That was out from Alex Arroyo, I'm telling you. Ups and downs from Alex Arroyo and Tolito Aguirre. Actually playing 2 tiebreaks in this competition, Alex Arroyo and Tolito Aguirre. A body shot from Alex Arroyo. That's what you gotta do. You say sorry, but that's what you gotta do. So 2 tiebreaks for Tolito Aguirre and Alex Arroyo yesterday on their win over Pineda and Garcia. And the same thing happened on actually 3 tiebreaks now that I'm double checking. See Tolito. Beautiful smash. So a tiebreak on their match against Prince and the Kroon in the first set. A tiebreak on their match against Javi Valdez and Nunez, and the tiebreak yesterday versus Pineda and Garcia. They are the kings of the tiebreak. Playing 3, winning 2, and losing 1. The only one they lost was against the Chilean Javi Valdez and Renzo Nunez from Argentina. Nice volley here. Good placement from Alex Arroyo. Out of reach for the big guy, for Olson. Was a short trip for Albin Olson from Sweden to Finland. Also a short trip for Seber from Denmark here to Finland. That's a game for Tolito Aguirre and Alex Arroyo. And speaking of Finland, and Paul Hernandez, Guille Collado now playing in that court number 2. Yesterday, they played against a Finnish player, Joa Takala. I had the chance to be in that court number 2 watching the match, and he's a very young player, big athlete, interesting shots. Really good to see different flags and different nationalities within the FIP events. Just imagine if that goes in, and it does. What a shot by Tolito, some magic from Tolo. Beautiful Chiquita. There goes a por tres, there goes a por tres, there goes a por tres. From Oscar Seber. Look at this shot from Tolito Aguirre. Turning around. Thing of beauty. Wasn't enough to win the point though. Nice angle. Bien animal, bien animal. Says Tolito Aguirre to Alex Arroyo. Ciao. That's gone. That is gone. 30 all. Beautiful por tres down the line from Alex Arroyo. Honestly, I didn't consider Albin Olson until the end. He was very close. Look at the run from Albin. Inches away from catching it. Tolito, see, when Tolito has a ball like that, you know that something can happen. Magic. Magic from the alien, Tolito Aguirre. Alex is like, haha, I know, you're too good, Tolito. still an advantage for Olson and Sever. Y sé que hay mucha gente hispanoparlante mirando este partido también. A todos aquellos, bienvenidos. Disfrutando de la magia del Tolito, del físico de Alex Arroyo y de la potencia tanto de Olson como de Sever en la Federación Internacional de Padel. Olson and Sever to close the game. And goes out of bounds from Tolito Aguirre. 4-3, 4-3 for Arroyo and Aguirre. A break up in the first set. Enjoying the semifinals, the FIP Silver ESC Padel. Vamos la primera, says Tolito Aguirre, focusing on the first point. 4-3 for Arroyo and Aguirre. To break up, they gotta keep it. They gotta keep it, and it's job done in the first set. They wanted the first point and they have it. Vamos loco, vamos loco. La locura de Tolito. Tolito, one and till combination. Backhand volley, plenty of spin, slicing it like a katana in the middle, and then following the shot up with another one on the forehand. Crazy good from Tolito Aguirre. No one really talks about the volleys from Tolito Aguirre, and they're good. And that's something that Arroyo does a lot as well. Reading the play, knowing when the ball is going to go towards Tolito, and in only one step, he covers the middle and punishes the backhand player. Tolito and the fence, Tolito and the game. 5-3 for Arroyo Aguirre. 4 points away from the set. Tolito said, no puedo salir de ahí. I cannot escape that moment, that ball. Probably good for Tolito Aguirre that Olson and Sever don't speak Spanish. Good answer from Alvin Olson. Very dangerous to play little games with Tolito Aguirre, accepting a cross-court duel. And the Swedish Tower is doing it to perfection. Too much. Too much. So something typical here from Finland is the sauna, the natural sauna. when in Finland you have to do it. And we saw some pictures from example from Javi Barahona and Javi Garcia Mora doing it. Very cold weather, but again, if you're just joining now, the temperature inside this ESC paddle club is incredible. Very playable. 5-4. Hashtag not with my serve. You want to win the set, Tolito, Alex. You go and you do it with yours. Next week, we not only have mentioned FIP Gold in Ponta Delgada, but we also have the Gijón P2 in Premier Padel, which is going to be a special tournament for Tolito Aguirre. A year ago, him and Gonz Alfonso played the finals there, losing to Curro Cabeza and Diego Garcia. An emotional week for Tolito Aguirre and Gonz Alfonso, going back-to-back finals in Premier Padel, Gijón and Cancún, losing to Curro Cabeza and Diego Garcia in Gijón, and to Lebron and Stupa in Cancún. That was the only tournament that Stupa and Lebron conquered as a team. What a volley there by Alex Arroyo. Very tough to defend for Olson. Block on the smash from Tolito. Sidewall booster. Doesn't work from Alex Arroyo. Vamos, papá. Let's go. From Tolito Aguirre to Alex Arroyo, 30-15. 2 down, 2 more to go to close the set. To be a step closer to the big final in Finland. Tolito Arroyo, Tolito Arroyo, Tolito Arroyo. It's 40-15, and it's a double set point para la pareja número 1, for the team number 1. Set point, Tolito Aguirre and Alex Arroyo, and that's a glass fighter from Alvin Olson. 6-4. Tolito Aguirre and Alex Arroyo. The finals for the first seats are just around the corner.
On hyvä hetki ottaa vähän snacksia meidän myyntipisteistä ja valmistautua ottelun toiseen erään.
There is a fable that says that everyone is strongly linked to their soulmate through an invisible red thread. A bond that always ends up bringing the two sides of the threads together. They say that the red thread is invisible, but sometimes it's just in front of you.
New Cupra Leon. New Cupra Formentor. New Cupra Terramar. Cupra Performance plug-in hybrid range.
Before the match,
everything stops.
The heart wakes up, ready to roar. The lights of the court are calling to us.
It doesn't matter who is on the other side.
Out there, we are free.
And we are unstoppable.
Second set is on the way. The first one is 6-4 for Tolito Aguirre and Alex Arroyo. Now 15-all. Reaction needed for Olson and Sever if they want to keep dreaming here. What a run, what a week for these two. Showing something special, reaching the semis. Look at that. Even Tolito Aguirre goes like, that was good. Reaction from Tolito says it all. That's your clip. If I was Saber and I played that little trick shot over Tolito Aguirre, I would post it. Zooming in the reaction from Tolito Aguirre. Too much from Alex Arroyo. He was about to miss the first backhand. He missed the second. 40-30, a chance for Olson and Seber to take the lead in the second set. A ball from the other court. You gotta replay the point. Tolito Aguirre from the line, getting a por tres. Tolito Aguirre. Look at the ball jumping off the wall. Leaving the cage, no reaction from Olson. Solid to get a deuce. Out by an inch. And a really good call from Oscar Seber. Telling Albin Olson not to touch the ball. That's a game. And a really good start for Albin Olson and Oscar Seber. A good hold, avoiding the break from Tolito Aguirre and Alex Arroyo in the second set. In that court number one, it's 4 apiece between Guille Collado and Paul Hernandez facing La Camoire and Adrián Ronco. What a surprise this week by those two. If you want to check that match, available on our official YouTube channel. Court number 2 in the semifinals of this FIP Silver ESC Padel. Thank you so much for joining us today. What a week. What a week in Finland. And we have a lot of action. This is only the semifinals. Tolito. It's gonna go out. It was different from Tolito Aguirre. Just after getting the por tres in the previous game, down the line, this time he went cross court. The ball didn't jump and it was an easy pickup for Albin Olson. A good serve by Tolito. Look at the amount of people here at the ESC Padel. Behind the court, around the court. Even if the ones we were using for competition the first day, a lot of pairs, they're putting some chairs there. No more space. No one wants to miss Tolito. No one wants to miss Tolito's show. mentioned something funny, or at least funny for me, in my experience here in Finland. As we see now Tolito going for another smash, this time short. In Finland, you'll notice that a lot of people are not using shoes, and that's because they live it in the entry of the club. It's snowy, and to keep it clean here in Finland, some people are leaving their shoes in the entry to keep it clean, which was surprising to me. Aye, what a change. Tasty. Well played by Alvin Olsson. He also wanted a clip like the one from Sever. This time is Olsson. The Swedish touch. No look. Claro. Of course, the first goal for Tolito Aguirre and Alex Arroyo will be winning today, get the ticket to the finals. But if you can do it in 2 sets, that's even better, knowing that you played 2 matches yesterday. You have to play 2 matches today, the same day. Legs are burning, and you want to save all the energy that you can. Oof, Tolito tempting the limits, apologizing. Hace 3 meses no tocaba una faja, dice Tolito. It's been 3 months since I touched that tape and I get a point with the net. 3 months. Hace 3 meses. Well, today was the day for Tolito Aguirre. A good moment to have it. Playing semifinals, FIP event, fighting for 80 points. Look at that return from Tolito. Oh, Alex! Oh, Alex! And the shot of the day from Alex Arroyo. A nice return from Tolito Aguirre, and then Alex se vuelve Tolito, and look at that. One of the shots of the tournament from Alex Arroyo, if not the shot of the tournament. Tolito was like, huh? ¿Qué? Insane. And now they're flying. And now they feel it. How do you stop them? Like that, maybe? Like that? It's very difficult today for Tolito because he used to play these chiquitas, these little angles, but now you have a big player like Alvin Olsson, and he's going to reach them. When you have a tall player like Alvin Olsson, usually you talk about the lobs and how tough it is to play a lob over Alvin Olsson. But also when you play the chiquitas, you've got to consider, and he covers a lot of ground. And to create any damage there, it's very tough, even for Tolito Aguirre. That is long from Alex Arroyo. Very important point for Olsson Seber. Being low 30 down, now 40-30. Look at this save. Nice defense from Seber. Back to the court. Up it goes from Arroyo. Really good paddle from Alvin Olsson and from Oscar Seber. 2-1 in the second set. They're not giving up. A special mention to the one and only Nuno Silva, legend, part of the Premier Padel team, an absolute goat as a director. Following the action as well between Tolito Aguirre, Alex Arroyo, Albin Olsson and Oscar Sever in Finland for a spot in the finals. That is long from Oscar Sever. And also big thank you to everyone watching from home. Nothing better to do on a Saturday afternoon than watching some good paddle. As we speak, it's already a 30 love for Tolito Aguirre and Alex Arroyo. Only one break in the entire match for Olsson and Sever, 2 for Tolito Aguirre and Alex Arroyo. Tolito goes for another kick smash. Haha. Too much sauce on that burrito from Tolito Aguirre. Fourth game of the second set already in this match, but in that court number 2, things are very tight. A love game for Tolito Aguirre and Alex Arroyo. So in that court number 2, Guille Collado and Paul Hernandez 4-5 down, serving to make it 5-all. What a performance and what a week from Lacamoide and Ronco. Tolito fakes a smash. Wilson finds the net. Vamos a morder. Let's go and bite, says Tolito. The push from the number ones of the event. It's becoming more and more interesting for players like this, like Alex Arroyo and Tolito Aguirre, to join these events. Silvers, the golds, even the bronzes. They get ranking points to climb in the rankings to assure a place in the main draw of a Premier Padel event. To do this. Wow, Tolito. You gotta win the point, Tolo. You gotta win the point and you'll do it. Because Alex Arroyo was there, but he's like, Tolo, Tolito, that was all thanks to you, Tolito. What a beast. That gave me Ale Galán vibes, right? The blog behind the back, the famoso, the famous Molinete from Ale Galán. Love 30. Ooh, what a dart. What a dart. Not the first time that we see a bajada de pared on the backhand from Oscar Sever. Enjoys it. He enjoys it. That's in. Arroyo stays back. Tolito at the net. Now Sever and the Víbora. Oh, what a save. Diving save by Alex Arroyo. It's going to be a penalty without a goalkeeper for Oscar Sever. But just the fact that Alex Arroyo picked that one up was insane. Spanish goalkeeper. Unai Simón. Joan Garcia. David Raya. You can choose. That's Alex Arroyo and Tolito Aguirre's coach. The only team in the entire tournament that they have a coach, which is an advantage, obviously. An extra pair of eyes. Good por tres from Oscar Sever, and just like in the previous serving game, from a low 30 to a 40-30. That is in. Alex Arroyo will leave it short. Olsson couldn't get it. Olsson couldn't get it. For a second, the Swedish tower thought the ball from Alex Arroyo was going long. Had to go back. Nice chiquita from Tolito Aguirre. Here comes Alex. Here comes Alex. The moment Tolito plays the chiquita, he forces the big Albin Olsen to go really low, knowing that Alex Arroyo is going to be hunting. Follow it, Alex. Plays the chiquita, and he's already running there. The thing is that Albin Olsen doesn't have any choice. What do? Find the ball there, perfect chiquita. Very tough. It's a break point for Arroyo Tolito. High. Alex Arroyo and the break for Tolito. And for Alex, 3-2 in the second set. What a finish. Classy touch to the fines from Alex Arroyo. Back to the bench as we go. Tolito Aguirre and Alex Arroyo a break up in the second set. 6-4 and 3-2. We can see how Tolito's checking on the other match. Checking on that court number 2. So for those asking if this match finishes before 5 p.m. local time, we'll have to wait a bit until 5 to play the women's final. And then the men's final not before 7 p.m. local time, Finland time. Good fake smash by Tolito Aguirre, and that's going to go and find a glass from Olsen. Not enough. Such a big player. Albin Olsen. The smash from Tolito Aguirre was really good. But I'm telling you, it feels like whenever you play, for example, with Arturo Coelho, your smash has to be better than perfect, because that jump, plus 2 meters, plus the arm, plus the racket, you're talking here about a smash that has to jump over 3 meters. You do that to me, I do that to you. A body shot from Alex Arroyo to Oscar Sever in the first set, and now one from Sever to Arroyo. Oh no. Tolito, what a block. Too much power from Oscar Sever, too hard to handle for Alex Arroyo, and from the break for Arroyo and Aguirre to these 2 break points for Olsen and Sever to come back to the match. Tolito goes for the same one again. Sisi por 3. Knowing that in the previous one, Tolito Aguirre went for the height. This time he goes for the por 3. Giving no chance to the Swedish player. Boom! Power from Alex Arroyo. In a blink of an eye, the break points are gone. Tolito, uno más. Blocked by Seber in defense. Sensational job by Seber. Olson en la contrapared. Alex will not touch it. You cannot see it down the shot, but there is a very high ceiling here. And the ball touched up there, so that's going to be a point for Arroyo Aguirre. Oh, okay. I'm going to touch the ceiling, but then in the next point, the net is going to give it back to me. Yes, one more. And we're talking about if it was or not a star point. It's only the second use. Star point is in the third one. Every single time he's anticipating Olson. Alex Arroyo. Tolito plays cross court, a low ball toward Alvin Olson, and Alvin has to go really cross court in order to avoid Alex Arroyo. The moment the ball flies around Tolito, he's going to be there. By the way, we didn't have a single star point today. Well, not today, in this match. Here comes the por tres, and Alex Arroyo missed the ball. We didn't have a star point. Well, we have it here. Star point, break point. Who's going to take it? And it's going to be the Danish star, Oscar Seber. Arroyo and Tolito with a tap out. As classy as he can be on the finish. No es todo fuerza, Alejandro. It's not all the time about power, Alejandro. The lesson from Tolito to Alex. Sometimes it's about class. It's about talent. And it's a 4-2. No todo fuerza, Alejandro, dice Tolito. Pensé que daba rebote. It's so interesting to listen to Tolito in the match. Very vocal. Pensé que daba rebote. I thought the ball was bouncing off the wall. It was giving more rebound. Tolito Olson. Between the legs now, the back into the fence. Oh, Olson. What a way to move the ball. Crazy point. Crazy point, and Olson finishing a long rally with that beautiful forehand touch, which is probably the easiest one compared to all the things he did in that point. Not going to be a clean game for Olson and Seber. So 40-15. A lot of people joining the stream now in the FIP YouTube channel. Thank you so much. Gracias a todos los que se suman al partido. That's a game for Alvin Olson and Oscar Seber. The Denmark swing combination staying alive, not giving up. But a 4-3 for Tolito and Alex. Spoiler alert in that court number 2, Guille Collado and Paul Hernandez. Time to avoid the spoilers. And to enjoy the shot from Tolito Aguirre. Guille Collado and Paul Hernandez won the first set, 7 games to 5 over Adrián Ronco and Lacamore. Now they are a breakup. Looks like we're gonna have a dream final. Not because of the rankings, but because of the form from the teams. Tolito Aguirre and Alex Arroyo being the highest seeded team, and Paul Hernandez, Guille Collado coming here from Dubai after winning that championship. That could be very fun to watch. Tricky ball from Tolito Aguirre. Hard to handle for Albin Olsson. The spin, the placement, the pace, everything was good from Tolito Aguirre. Muy inteligente, Leonel, estoy de acuerdo. Very smart. Very smart from Tolito Aguirre, muy inteligente. Very intelligent. 40-15, a chance to make it 5-3 and to be only within a game from the finals. And to do it in straight sets, which is good, considering that you have to play in a couple hours. (5-3) for Tolito Aguirre and Alex Arroyo. The team. Aguirre and Arroyo. That's a tough one. Oi! Tolito Aguirre, you never know what's going to happen when Tolito Aguirre is playing. Out of nowhere, he gets an angle. A lot of confidence today from Tolito Aguirre. Not looking great now for Olsson and Sever. Not looking great. Low 30. It's going to be the end. Big slap by Albin Olsson, punishing Alex Arroyo in that corner. Arroyo facing a difficult situation. Still the 15-30 for Aguirre and Arroyo. Another chiquita from Tolito Aguirre. And this is going to be a match point. This is going to be a match point. Match point for Tolito Aguirre and Alex Arroyo to make it to the finals here in Finland. And Tolito wanted to close it in a very fancy way. At 5 p.m. a las 5, the women's final, la final de chicas. And at 7 p.m. a las 7 de la tarde, the men's final, la final de los chicos. The official FIP YouTube channel. He's insisting on that sidewall booster, Alex Arroyo, isn't it? Full house here at the ESC club. Not yet. Not yet. Albin Olsson and Oscar Sever saving a match point. Staying alive. It's 5-4 for Tolito Aguirre and Alex Arroyo. And after this break, the Argentinian and the Spanish will be serving for a spot in the finals. Tolito Aguirre and Alex Arroyo had a match point. It was saved by Albin Olsson and Oscar Seber. So good to see the Swedish flag, the Danish flag in the semifinals of an event like this one. 4 different nationalities in a FIP event. Padel becoming global. Can Tolito Aguirre and Alex Arroyo close it now? Nice chiquita from Alex Arroyo. A good lob over Olsson. Not easy to do on the block from Alex Arroyo. It's going to turn into a beautiful drop shot. 30 love. 2 points away from the win. Yeah. Probably not what Alex Arroyo wanted to do, but that works. He's going to take it. From Tolito Aguirre, and the finish from Oscar Seber. We mentioned a few times a move that Alex Arroyo uses a lot, which is cutting the middle, trying to anticipate the shot. The moment they play down the line, you're done. It's a risk. Por tres, por tres, por tres. Arroyo, Arroyo, Arroyo. 40-15, and once again a match point. 2 of them for Tolito Aguirre and Alex Arroyo. Match point. Tolito Alex. Tolito. Tolito. Seber touches it, and look at Tolito. That was Tolito or that was Gonza? That was Gonzo Viña. That was me. Hashtag one of us from Tolito, but hey, that's another match point. That's another chance to make it to the finals for Tolito Aguirre and Alex Arroyo. Tolito faking the smash, letting it go, losing the net now. What a point. What a rally. Seber sends it back, and they save another one. 3rd match point gone. Longest rally of the match. Longest point of the match, and once again, somehow, Oscar Seber and Albin Olsson staying alive. Well, that's another chance for Alex Arroyo and for Tolito Aguirre. Really short lob. A ver ahora. Match point once again for Arroyo Tolito. Tolito to the fence. Tolito to the other fence. And Tolito dice, claro, 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 that's it. It's game, set, and match for Tolito Aguirre and Alex Arroyo. 6-4 and 6-4. Tolito Aguirre and Alex Arroyo will be in the finals of this FIP silver ESC paddle. Really good match from these two. Saving energy for the finals. In a few seconds we'll have the words from Tolito Aguirre and Alex Arroyo. I'm gonna go there to the court, so stay here because we have the words from our winners in just a second. Finland, please a big applause for the winners of the first men's semi-final, Tolito Aguirre and Alex Arroyo. Alex, what a performance, qué partidazo. Importante también sacarlo lo antes posible. It's always very important to win in straight sets, considering that you have a match today later on. Guardar energía sabiendo que hay otro partido. How did you see it? ¿Cómo lo viste desde dentro de pista?
Primero que todo, dar la enhorabuena a los chicos. La verdad que han jugado un partidazo y también por el torneo que han hecho. Y sí, es lo que tú dices, energía ya nos queda la justa, pero bueno, con muchas ganas ya de jugar la final y darlo todo, vaciarnos ya en la final.
I want to congratulate our opponents. It was a great run from Alvin Olsson and from Oscar Sever. And yes, we don't have a lot of energy, so we're going to use it as much as we can during the finals. Traigo a Tolito para este lado, cambiamos de posición, we switch sides. I'm bringing Tolito here. Tolito, wherever you go, a donde sea que vas, la gente te quiere muchísimo. People love you, but here in Finland, it feels like it's something special. Parece que acá en Finlandia hay una conexión muy especial contigo.
Bueno, muchísimas gracias. Me siento como en casa, gracias a Mico, a todo su equipo. Es la segunda vez que vengo, he venido aquí hace un año. Nada, estoy muy feliz de que el club esté lleno, se lo merecen, trabajan muy bien, tienen muy buena academia, un hermoso club. Y nada, felicitaciones, nosotros a seguir por un pasito más.
We're going to try to go for one more step, but he was also mentioning the love and support from you guys, joining the stands, making a full house today. Thanking Mico and the whole team for the support and the love. Second time for Tolito here in Finland, and as always, it's very special. Once again, an applause for Alex Arroyo and Tolito Aguirre, our team making it to the final here in the FIP Silver ESC Padel. Gracias, chicos. Gracias. Alex. Suerte.
There is a fable that says that everyone is strongly linked to their soulmate through an invisible red thread. A bond that always ends up bringing the two sides of the threads together. They say that the red thread is invisible, but sometimes it's just in front of you.
New Cupra Leon. New Cupra Formentor. New Cupra Terramar. Cupra Performance plug-in hybrid range.
Before the match, everything stops.
The heart wakes up, ready to roar. The lights of the court are calling to us.
It doesn't matter who is on the other side.
Out there, we are free.
And we are unstoppable. We are ready.
There is a fable that says that everyone is strongly linked to their soulmate through an invisible red thread. A bond that always ends up bringing the two sides of the threads together. They say that the red thread is invisible, but sometimes it's just in front of you.
New Cupra Leon. New Cupra Formentor. New Cupra Terramar. Cupra Performance plug-in hybrid range.
Before the match, everything stops.
The heart wakes up, ready to roar. The lights of the court are calling to us.
It doesn't matter who is on the other side.
Out there, we are free.
And we are unstoppable. We are ready.
There is a fable that says that everyone is strongly linked to their soulmate through an invisible red thread. A bond that always ends up bringing the two sides of the threads together. They say that the red thread is invisible, but sometimes it's just in front of you.
New Cupra Leon. New Cupra Formentor. New Cupra Terramar. Cupra Performance plug-in hybrid range.
Before the match, everything stops.
The heart wakes up, ready to roar. The lights of the court are calling to us.
It doesn't matter who is on the other side.
Out there, we are free.
And we are unstoppable. We are ready.
There is a fable that says that everyone is strongly linked to their soulmate through an invisible red thread. A bond that always ends up bringing the two sides of the threads together. They say that the red thread is invisible, but sometimes it's just in front of you.
New Cupra Leon. New Cupra Formentor. New Cupra Terramar. Cupra Performance Plug-in Hybrid Range.
Before the match, everything stops.
The heart wakes up, ready to roar. The lights of the court are calling to us.
It doesn't matter who is on the other side.
Out there, we are free.
And we are unstoppable. We are ready.
There is a fable that says that everyone is strongly linked to their soulmate through an invisible red thread. A bond that always ends up bringing the two sides of the threads together. They say that the red thread is invisible, but sometimes it's just in front of you.
New Cupra Leon. New Cupra Formentor. New Cupra Terramar. Cupra Performance Plug-in Hybrid Range.
Before the match, everything stops.
The heart wakes up, ready to roar. The lights of the court are calling to us.
It doesn't matter who is on the other side.
Out there, we are free.
And we are unstoppable. We are ready.
There is a fable that says that everyone is strongly linked to their soulmate through an invisible red thread. A bond that always ends up bringing the two sides of the threads together. They say that the red thread is invisible, but sometimes it's just in front.